We ready, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. We'll go ahead and call this regular meeting of the East Peoria City Council to order. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Decker?
Here.
Hill?
Here.
Mingus?
Here.
Sutherland? Mayor Call?
Here.
All present except Commissioner Sutherland, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please rise for the invocation. Remain standing for the pledge.
Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and every day you give us. As we convene this evening, let us center ourselves in the shared responsibility of serving our community. As we gather just after President's Day and honor the leaders who shaped our nation, we recognize the work of this council. The decisions made in these chambers is where those ideals meet the everyday lives of our citizens. In a world where we're often marked by division, let this chamber be a place of thoughtful dialogue and unity, whether we're discussing neighborhood infrastructure, zoning, or public safety. May we approach each agenda item with the wisdom to listen and the courage to act for the common good of every citizen. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of the minutes, please.
Mr. Mayor, I move the minutes of the regular meeting held on February 3rd, 2026, the minutes of the closed meeting executive session held on January 27th, 2026, the minutes of a closed meeting executive session held on February 3rd, 2026, and the minutes of the special meeting for a working session held on February 10th, 2026 be approved as printed.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried. Public comment. Anyone wish to address the council on an agenda item, please step forward. And I'm seeing no one. Commissioner Hill, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I move to adopt a consent agenda consisting of items numbered 1 through 13. Item number 1, adoption of resolution number 2526-117, resolution to approve payment of the schedule of bills listed on schedule number 19 in the amount of $3,734,358.49. Item number 2, adoption of ordinance number 4893 on a second reading, an ordinance providing for annexation of the Harmon property at 129 Matheny Road to the City of East Peoria, Illinois. Item number 3, adoption of ordinance number 4894 on second reading, an ordinance authorizing a special use for an accessory structure on property located at 111 Cayley Court in the City of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois. Item number 4, adoption of resolution number 2526-094 on second reading, resolution approving contract with Jimax Landscape LLC for Illinois River Shoreline Clearing Project Park Pavilion to Murray Baker Bridge. Item number 5, adoption of resolution number 2526-095 on second reading, resolution approving contract with Jimax Landscape LLC for Center Street Corridor Site Clearing and Demolition Project for the Center Street Crossing Development Project Site. Item number 6, adoption of resolution number 2526-105 on second reading, resolution authorizing the purchase of a 2022 Skyjack SJ4740 scissor lift for the city from Altor for Rents. Item number 7, adoption of resolution number 2526-100 on second reading, resolution accepting the proposal from Hine Construction Company, Inc. for improving the Camp Street and Clock Tower Drive intersection for the new police station project. Item number 8, adoption of resolution number 2526-102 on a second reading, resolution authorizing the purchase of a new Caterpillar 430 backhoe loader for the city from Altor for Inc. Item number 9, adoption of resolution number 2526-103 on second reading, resolution accepting proposal from Fair Graham Engineering and Environmental for engineering and surveying services for the overflow parking lot 6 and 7 rehabilitation project. Item number 10, adoption of resolution number 2526-099 on a second reading, resolution accepting proposal from German Bliss Equipment for a 1-year rental agreement for mowers and a tractor for use by the Tourism and Eastside Center Department. Item number 11, adoption of resolution number 2526-097 on its second reading, resolution of accepting proposal from Bradfields, Inc. for audiovisual improvements to the Festival of Lights building. Item number 12, adoption of resolution number 2526-101 on its second reading, resolution approving the purchase of 4 2026 Ford Interceptor utility vehicles for the police department from Morrow Brothers Ford, Inc., and approving the outfitting of the vehicles. Item number 13, adoption of resolution number 2526-098 on second reading, resolution approving the Eastport Marina Management Agreement between the City of East Peoria and Omega 9 Marina LLC, as listed on the agenda for this meeting to be considered by omnibus vote.
I have a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that items numbered 1 through 13 listed on the consent agenda be hereby approved and adopted, and items numbered 2 through 13 having been read once by the title, have laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection, be adopted as presented.
I have a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Okay, I've got 5 items tonight. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-096, here to attach a resolution abating and eliminating various 2025 tax levies for water and sewer bond issues, tax increment financing bond issues, and development bond issues be hereby approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-096, having been read once by its title, have laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection, be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Okay, as I mentioned last week, when we go out for a bond, one of the things for, attaining a better rate, we back our bonds with a tax levy. But the intent to pay the bonds is always, the intent is always use alternate revenue. And at the point where we can confirm the alternate revenue is sufficient to pay the bonds, then we abate the taxes. And so we do not leave that on our tax levy.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4895 here to attach, an ordinance partially abating the 2025 tax levy in the amount of the recapture revenue from the adjustments for certificates of error, certain court orders, or final administrative decisions of the Property Tax Appeal Board. Having been read once by its title, have laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection, be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
We covered this again last meeting. There's laws that say that we can recover when we lose property tax amounts through those through the list that I read as far as errors or adjustments by the Property Tax Appeal Board. Well, I think it was in 2021. They not only do we have the right, but starting in 2021, they started putting that automatically on our tax levy. And so what this is doing is the city has decided that we want to forego that amount and remove that from our property tax levy. So we're foregoing the recapture, what's known as the recapture of the property tax values.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4897 here to attach, an ordinance approving a second lease extension with GTP Acquisition Partners 2 LLC for the Robine Cell Tower site at 114 Rio Drive in the city of East Peoria. Be accepted on its first reading as read by the title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
There's a cell tower property at the end of Rio, at the Rio Drive. You can also think of it as, I just blanked out on the park's name, that the JFLers use, but it's right at the very end of the property. But
It's Doring Park.
Yeah, Doring Park. So you get access through Rio. But we had an agreement that extended, and actually the wording on this caught me because the ask here is to have 7 additional 5-year renewal terms. And then with the expiration of the lease, potential final expiration is January 31st of 2080. So when I was doing the math, the numbers didn't add up, but a prior amendment actually that's in place takes us through 2045 today. So the ask here is that those extensions through that property, this guarantees the revenue, guarantees that the services from that cell tower continue to provide service to all residents. And so it's in the best interest of the city to go ahead and extend that and secure that through 2080.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4896 here to attach an ordinance providing for the vacation of former Edmond Street right-of-way and the alley right-of-way in the Center Street corridor for the Center Street Crossing redevelopment project area in the city of East Peoria. Be read at length by the clerk, and that said ordinance 4896 be accepted on its first reading and be hereby adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. Madam Clerk?
Whereas the city has undertaken a redevelopment project on the undeveloped property along the Center Street corridor between Richland Street and the Cedar Street extension as part of the ongoing Levy District Development Project, the city's amended and expanded West Washington Street TIF District, the Center Street Crossing Development Project, and whereas the city has previously acquired the undeveloped property in the Center Street corridor in an effort to undertake Center Street Crossing Development Project, whereas the area of undeveloped property on the north side of Center Street and the Center Street corridor includes right-of-way and alleys that remain from the former Edmond Street alignment and from previous subdivisions of this area. And these rights-of-way and alleys are depicted and legally described in Exhibit A as attached hereto and incorporated herein by reference, city right-of-way and alleyways. And whereas in order to consolidate and re-subdivide this undeveloped property, the Center Street corridor for undertaking Center Street Crossing Development Project, the city needs to vacate city right-of-way and alleyways. Whereas the city right-of-way and alleyways are depicted and described as Exhibit A are no longer needed for public roadway or for public infrastructure purposes. Whereas the city currently is the record owner of much of the property immediately adjacent to the city right-of-way and alleyways, whereas the vacation of the city right-of-way and alleyways will assist the future redevelopment of this area in the Center Street corridor as part of the Center Street Crossing Development Project, whereas the City Council hereby finds that by vacating the city right-of-way and alleyways as provided herein, no adjacent property owners will be denied access to their property, and all privately held properties in the area of these city right-of-ways and alleyways vacations will remain accessible from the remaining Center Street right-of-way and from Richland Street. As a result, no compensation is appropriate or necessary to such property owners upon the vacation of the city right-of-way and alleyways. And whereas the City Council hereby further finds that the public interest will be served, the City Center Street Crossing Development Project will be enhanced by vacating the city right-of-way and alleyways as provided herein. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois as follows. Section 1, the portion of the right-of-way for the alleyway lying north of the 2B vacated right-of-way for the former Edmond Street as depicted and legally described in Exhibit B, right-of-way parcel 1 shall be in the same as hereby vacated with title upon vacation vested in the city as sole owner of the adjacent parcel designated herein as adjacent parcel 1 and is provided under the terms of the Illinois Municipal Code, Article 11, Division 9, and with such adjacent parcel 1 being identified as follows and legally described in Exhibit C, with both Exhibit B and Exhibit C attached hereto and incorporated herein by reference. PIN 01-01-32-202-037. Section 2, the right-of-way for the former Edmond Street is depicted and legally described in Exhibit D. Right-of-way 2 shall be and the same is hereby vacated with title upon vacation vested in the city as sole owner of the adjacent parcel designated herein as adjacent parcel 2, and as provided under the terms of the Illinois Municipal Code, Article 11, Division 91, such adjacent parcel 2 being identified as follows and legally described in Exhibit E, with both Exhibit D and Exhibit E attached hereto and incorporated herein by reference. PIN 01-01-32-202-3034. Section 3, the portion of the right-of-way for the alleyway lying south of the to-be-vacated right-of-way for the former Edmund Street as depicted and legally described as Exhibit F, right-of-way parcel 3, shall be and the same as hereby vacated with title upon vacation vesting in the city as sole owner of the adjacent parcel designated herein as adjacent parcel 3, and as provided under the terms of the Illinois Municipal Code, Article 11, Division 91, with such adjacent parcel 3 being identified as follows and legally described in Exhibit G, with both Exhibit F and Exhibit G attached hereto and incorporated herein by reference, PIN 01-01-32-203-028. Section 4, the mayor and the city clerk of the city of East Peoria are hereby authorized and instructed to execute all documents necessary to effectuate the provisions of this ordinance. Section 5, this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage by a vote of at least 3/4 of the city council holding office and its approval in the manner provided by law. Section 6, the city clerk is hereby directed to record this ordinance among the land records in the office of the Tazewell County Recorder of Deeds.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Okay. At least I need to get back where. Okay. To, I guess to simplify that description, the property that we have out here south of the Sefq and the Center Street tap, bordering Center Street, if you look out there today, it looks like one big lot, but in there's right-of-ways and there's even some alleys. And so vacating those right-of-ways and alleys, the next step, which is not part of what we have in front of us, but vacating the right-of-ways and alleys is what we have in front of us. The next step will be to replat that property to support its future redevelopment. So today it's vacating the right-of-ways and the alleys that lie within that open lot as it's platted today.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Be resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-106, resolution approving proposal for Bell Archway Structure Project for Archway Monument for the Levy Park development in the Civic Plaza be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-106 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Well, as most of the council knows, there was many residents that asked, where did the bell tower that used to be on the four corners go? And when that was demolished some time ago, that went into storage. And there were discussions and desires by residents to bring that back. And so what we have in front of us tonight is those bells are going to be repurposed at the beginning of Levy Park here. And this is about building the archway structure, actually because the fabrication of the pillars are second. It's going to be second.
Yeah, it'll be the structure that'll hold the bells.
So for 31.5 from, because the next steps will be from Fairgraham for the masonry basis. So this is the archway that will hold the bells between what we haven't talked about, and that's going to be the masonry basis. So it's the structure that they had to do some designing on to hold these bells. And so that's in front of us for 31.5 from Heartland Fabrication. It'll take 8 to 10 weeks to get that done before they can start on the second part of the masonry basis.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
That's it for me tonight,
Thank
Mayor.
you, Commissioner Hill. Commissioner Decker.
Mayor, I have, I believe, 6 items tonight. First of all, resolution number 2526-110, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois. The resolution number 2526-110, resolution authorizing the purchase of a new trailer-mounted spray patcher from Total Patcher be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-110 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title, be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Thank you, Mr. Mingus. This is a badly needed item. Our unit is a 2009 with 14,921 hours on it. We are purchasing this one for $85,100, 2-year or 2,000-hour, I think, engine, 5-year suspension, and 1 year on the Patrick component is the warranty we have for it.
And we're just getting that one broken in.
That's right.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Next, Mayor, Resolution 2526-111, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois. Resolution number 2526-111, resolution authorizing the purchase of a new 4-ton asphalt transporter hot box from CMW Equipment be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-111 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. This also is a badly needed item. It's what we use to transport asphalt as we fill in holes and make repairs throughout the city. This one is from CMW Equipment, $47,804. That includes shipping of $1,740. And the one it's replacing is 2014 Falcon 3 that's been heavily used.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Next, Mayor, Resolution 2526-112, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, the resolution number 2526-112, resolution approving 2026 street maintenance program contracts for seal coating, heat scarification, spray patching, fog coating work, and engineering services associated with said program be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-112 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title, be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill. It is nice each year that we have been able to go out as early as possible and get bids. Patrick Meyer's in the audience tonight if anybody has any questions. This is another year that we were able to get out early. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the bids came in higher than we expected. What we have is for seal coating, spending $1,015,303.72. That goes to R.A. Cullen and Sons. Heat scarification is $408,488.07 to American Asphalt Recycling. Spray patching is $136,300. D&D Pavement Solutions. And obviously, Patrick Meyer Associates Engineering is $123,711.07. Total expenditure is $1,683,802.86, which MFT funds, 1.5 million, and street budget of $200,000.
Very good. Covered it all. Any discussion?
Would just like to say that I mentioned it before after experiencing. Hopefully the heat scarification includes that top coat after, because I thought experiencing both, that really made a difference in that streets that, again, I experienced directly.
Is that
And
the
so-
fog coat, Pat?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad we're continuing. Again, 1.6 is what this has. I know that that was as we continue on through, this is year 7 where we've continued to exceed the amount of most councils before us. So we never have enough, but we've definitely made some differences in the roads around here.
Yeah, we're making progress.
Good thing is usually when, and I hope it's that way this year, that when we have more money that we are hopefully able to find throughout the year or add to, a lot of times the contractors will, they'll go along with the price that they've already given us and just continue to add more work to that. So going out early does, even though it was more than we wanted it to be, does give us the best price. And then if we are able to add more money to that as time goes on, hopefully we can identify, well, or repair more streets because of having the lower price if they'll honor that.
Very good. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call.
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Thank you, Mayor. Next is resolution number 2526-113. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois. The resolution number 2526-113, resolution authorizing the purchase of a new 2025 Ford F-550 Super Duty dump truck from Landmark Ford Trucks Incorporated with installed equipment from Koenig Body and Equipment Incorporated for the City Streets Department be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-113 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title, be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. This is, as it says, F-550. It's replacing an F-450, which is no longer cost-effective to maintain. We are paying $65,158.63 for the truck. That comes with a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain, and 5-year, 100,000-mile another warranty that I didn't finish my note on that. But Mayor, we also have the Koenig Body with that comes to $11,925. So a total of $79,083.63.
Very good. Replacing a 20-year-old 450, I believe.
Yes.
It's- The repairs in itself outweigh the value of the vehicle that we're replacing. So, any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker,
Aye.
Hill,
Aye.
Mingus.
Aye.
Mayor Call.
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
I like how you pointed that out, Mayor. You'll like this next one. It's
Yeah.
even older. Resolution number 2526-114, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois. The resolution number 2526-114, resolution authorizing the purchase of a new Mack Granite 64 FR tandem dump truck from Vanguard Truck Centers with installed equipment from Koenig Body and Equipment Incorporated for the city's water department be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you this resolution number 2526-114 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title, be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Thank you, Mr. Mingus. This one is replacing a 1994 International, and it's been used a little bit. This is for our water department. It's actually Commissioner Sutherland's item, but without him here, I'm reading it. The total for this is $228,833. It does have stainless steel dump body, and being in 1994, I think that's probably about most of the information that people needs. That is good that we have been able
Squeezed
to
32 years.
yeah
out of
squeeze
it.
32 years out of that. So
Yeah.
it's time to put it to rest.
Yep, I agree. Any other discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker,
Aye.
Hill,
Aye.
Mingus.
Aye.
Mayor Call.
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Next and last at this time, Mayor, 2526-109. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, the resolution number 2526-109, resolution authorizing and directing the payment of invoice from Hare Underground Construction for emergency repair of sewer main located behind 500 Centennial Drive in the amount of $75,266.50 be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you this resolution number 2526-109 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill. This, I believe, was the second repair, necessary repair at this area. As it stated, $75,266.50. It's compromised sewer main located. There is a new development going in at the old Riverview nursing home, and this is, I think, helped us find the need for this repair. So unfortunately, it's needed, and we have to spend the money, but at least it'll be done. And I think the access was the most difficult thing, if I remember correctly.
Still is. We
Yeah.
have a couple pieces of equipment that are sitting there until the ground freezes again. So, yeah, it's been a challenge, but necessary. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
That is all I have right now,
All
Mayor.
right, thank you, Commissioner Decker. Commissioner Mingus.
4 items tonight, Your Honor. First one, resolution number 2526-017. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-017, resolution approving acceptance of the proposal from Henriksen for the furniture purchase and installation project for the new police station be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move that this resolution number 2526-107 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
Have a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. This is pretty much exactly what it says. It's approving the purchase of furniture for the new police station. Total cost of the furniture, $325,167.90. As with the next item and all the items with the police station, these are budgeted from the beginning of the police station purchase or
Very good.
decision to build it.
Very good. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Next item is also with the new police station, Your Honor. Resolution 2526-108. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-108, resolution approving acceptance of the lowest responsible bid from Holtz Brothers Landscaping for the landscaping project for the new police station be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-108 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. As with the last one, this is tied to the new police station. This is for the landscaping. Total cost of landscaping will be $165,000, and as I just said, this is budgeted with the expense of the project.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Next item, Your Honor, Resolution 2526-115, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that Resolution number 2526-115, resolution approving the Seventh Amendment to the intergovernmental agreement between the City of East Peoria, the Fond du Lac Park District, and the East Peoria Community High School District 309 regarding the creation of East Light Theater be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-115 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill. This is, I believe last time we did a 1-year extension of this contract, and this is an additional 1-year extension that takes us through January 31st, 2027. I think the original agreement was 1992, if I remember reading in here correctly, and this is the exact same agreement we had last year. It extends it. I believe it's $10,000 contribution
Yeah, the city's portion.
is the city's portion.
Yep, and I'll just touch on this, and the next item are pretty much connected together. So if the commissioners remember correctly, back when we did a 1-year extension, the lease agreement, which will be the next item, is separate from this intergovernmental agreement, which created East Light back in the day. We met with the Park District and we met with District 309, which are the other two parties, and we've all collectively decided that we would extend the intergovernment agreement through January 31 of 2027, at which time the three public bodies will be stepping back, and if East Light is to move forward, it'll have to do so as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We just feel like this is in the best interest of all parties at this particular time to do this. So we've also, on the next item, I'll just speak to that because it's related, we'll extend the lease agreement. They have a lease agreement between East Light and the city. They utilize some space down there behind the festival building, and we made it clear this past year that we want to free that space up, and we would not renew that lease agreement when that term expired. So we have agreed just to do it all one fell swoop. So we'll extend that through January 31 of 2027. So that's what we have here this evening. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Final item tonight, Your Honor, resolution number 2526-116. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-116, resolution approving the Second Amendment to the amended construction and lease agreement, theater and storage building between the City of East Peoria, the Fond du Lac Park District, and the East Peoria Community High School District 309 be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you this resolution number 2526-116 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. The mayor just explained this in detail, so I don't think I need to say a whole lot more.
Very good. Any discussion? No. Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
That's all I have tonight, Your Honor.
Thank you, Commissioner. Public comment. Anyone wish to address the council on a non-agenda item, please step forward. Don?
Well, I thought since it's been a while since I've been here, I'd have to come up and say a few words. So, anyway, I've been watching on Facebook, and I noticed you guys have done the budgets, and I'm just wondering about the tax levies. Have you asked for increases?
On the tax levy?
Yeah.
No, we have not.
So, I ran across something that looks like we're going to get another property assessment increase. Is that true?
My understanding, I don't know that we've got official word, but it's been 3 or 4 years in a row through the Tazewell County Assessor's Office. But my understanding is all 3 townships will be seeing another increase.
So what's unique is it started in 21, and they've been on a mad dash to increase the value of the property. And of course, with those increases comes more tax money. Over this period of time, they've increased the assessed value of the property 30%. And just looking at my property alone, the last 2 years, my taxes have gone up $1,300. That's a lot, considering, fixed income. And the other thing, when I started to look back, I found that really we've been getting a tax increase every year, because in Illinois we have PTEL, correct?
Yes.
CPI,
Tazewell County, yeah.
CPI or 5%, whichever is the least. So when I looked at the high inflation years, the cost went up 5%. When I looked at the low inflation years, of course, we went up the amount of inflation. But there was quite the mix between the assessed value and the PTEL values. So every year, it looks like the amount of tax levy, and if you look on your tax bill, you see that little 9 cents or whatever it is, that goes up and down. Now, if you look at the total value of the property, countywide, it always remains within that PTEL number. So it doesn't really matter what you ask for. That number is going to dictate what you're actually going to get, correct?
Yeah, so is what we've done, we've held the tax levy dollar amount the same, which is different. In the years past, we've always tried to calculate, because it's a projection, right? And you don't know until the county finalizes everything and then sends it back to you and said, well, this is where it landed. So it's just a projection based on the December timeline that we have to submit that information to the county. I say that, we always try to be rate equivalent, the city's portion, but the last 2 years, we've been tax levy dollar amount, we've not adjusted it whatsoever. Because to your point, when you go back and look, I know you say 30%, depending on the township, some of them are higher. I'm Groveland Township, it's been a little bit higher.
So
yeah.
last year, I got the 8.649, and
Yeah.
this year you got it.
Yeah,
And I got yours, you got 6.28 last year, and I got 6.28 this year.
yeah.
You go back 3 years, and we got 7.61. But does anybody know what housing inflation has been for these 5 years?
So we get reports, and I know Commissioner Hill's included on that, and that's where the state system is flawed. So how they come up with those evaluations, it's based on the home sale price over the last 3 years. And look at the prices of the homes that are selling, including East Peoria. We're no different.
So we're running higher than the national average in inflation on homes.
Yeah, the state needs to address
Do you
it.
think that people are moving in here and saying, I'm going to pay a lot of money to live in Illinois?
Yeah,
Something's not right. So
yeah.
housing inflation, if you pull the BLS numbers, you know, you're looking at maybe 25% if you can finagle the numbers a little bit, and we're at 30.
Yeah.
So we're increasing the assessed value of property way faster than we should be. And you say it's based on the value of homes. Of course, there's a mix of the value of homes within the areas we live in. And of course, my home is never going to be worth what it's assessed at.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
would argue that's probably about everybody about right now.
and so who do we go to say, hey, and you say the a tax assessor,
Springfield needs to fix it.
huh?
Springfield needs to fix it.
So,
Because the assessor, and we reach out every year. It's been an argument with the county assessor, and they're gonna tell you they're doing their job based on the law and the guidelines they're given.
so and I read all,
Yeah.
whatever, 100 pages. And, yeah, I realize how it all works and that, yeah, they're following what they can do.
Yeah.
You know, also in Illinois, they can actually raise the price of our property value to any number they want.
Yeah.
And then we would have
I
to
encourage
contest.
people to reach out to the state reps and demand that they take action, because until Springfield does something, it's just gonna continue to get worse, I'm afraid.
Yeah, this is crazy because the other bottom line of that information said that you're taxing people out of their houses. And that's exactly what you're doing. With the death of my wife last year, I lost 50% of my income. 50%. My bills didn't go away. So now I got to figure out how to cover the cost of these things. Yet, you just keep raising, they just keep raising and raising and raising. So,
Yeah.
you know, and like I said, if you actually look, I can almost tell you how much money you're going to get from the tax levy based upon these PTEL numbers and what the value of the properties are.
Well, we can appreciate your comments. We feel the same way you do.
So the other comment I have is sewer and water, they're going up 3.5% every year, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, the only thing that remains flat is the capital.
Sewer capital
yeah.
charge.
So being an enterprise fund, isn't the way that that's done is that you figure out what it's going to cost to do business for that year, and then that's the added value, whether it's 2% or 5%?
Understand one of the commitments the city made well before this council in its first term. So when they had to take out that loan, the EPA loan, to pay for the wastewater treatment plant upgrades, one of the things that they were required to do is have the means to pay for that loan. And so back then, that was implemented under our previous city administrator, which I don't think anyone on the council voted against because we didn't really have a choice. So part of what I'm telling you, that was built in to increase and continue to do that. And we're never, with the aging infrastructure, the other thing was replacing, which Commissioner Sutherland's been very passionate about up here. That's all he really cares about in his mind is replacing water and sewer line. People complain all the time about the boil orders. Well, until we replace the 100-year-old pipe that's in the ground that's no longer effective, then.
But, to Don's point, though,
Yeah.
a little bit to this, I did my research years ago, because it falls under Commissioner Sutherland, but up until a couple of years ago, we had the sewer capital charge that grew, and I think it grew up to $4.95, 1,000, and then it's froze now. Now it continues until 2043. So the monies he's asking about, the 3.5, I think, on water and sewer each year, are going more to what you're saying as far as, what I heard Don is whether that's the true cost, or is it that? Because we're raising our water and sewer 3.5%. After the sewer cap topped out, they reinstated the 3.5 per year on water and sewer.
So I would argue this, I mean, when you look at how much we do, and it kind of goes into the road conversation we had, because I equate it in the sense that for decades, the city did nothing to keep up and maintain its
And I was
infrastructure.
here when all this here
Yeah.
took place. But my question is, are there years that we can charge less than 3.5, or years that we should charge more than
Well,
3.5?
one problem, if you realize, and I think this is what I think is important, is we agreed to 3.5%, but we've also kept it 3.5% when inflation has gone well above that. And
Yeah.
so in years where, if you look at our the cost of supplies, cost of anything we've done, it's gone up quite a bit higher than that. So I do understand what you're saying. There probably are years that maybe our overall expense didn't go up 3 or 3.5%, but there are also years, especially recently, that they've gone up closer to 6 or more percent.
Yeah.
All
And so
right.
that would require the council action to do something different?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was just curious
Yeah.
if that's how we were still figuring these enterprise funds out, as a cost basis. So,
Yep.
all right, thank you
All
for
right.
your time.
Hey, thanks for being here, Don, appreciate you. Anyone else wish to address the council? All right, seeing no one. Comments from the council, Commissioner Decker.
One thing, I want to mention one comment about what Don said a few minutes ago. Since I've been on the council, I remember when I first got on, the thought was, well, keep the taxes flat. But way back then, well, before my time, the thought keeping the taxes flat was not adding anything more. But as the evaluations went up, so did the taxes. But what the city of East Peoria has done for quite a while now is assess a dollar amount. So if you, many times, if you look at your city of East Peoria, the corporate side of your taxes, your dollar amount is actually very similar. It's almost impossible to get it exactly, but it's within a few dollars many times of what it was the previous year, or what it was, fortunately for us, for the last how many years. It's the exact same. Now, it doesn't mean that the other taxing bodies have been able to do the same thing, but at least I recognize what he's saying. The cost of our housing has gone up. Therefore, with PTEL, the taxes go up just by the way they climb. But I'm very happy with what we've done in East Peoria. At least what we can control, we've kept flat. Not the percentage, not the evaluation, but the actual dollars that we ask for. So essentially, when inflation goes up, but yet the dollars that you're paying for the services that you get in the city, which are huge, remain the same, I would say that you're actually decreasing the amount of money you're spending each year. That's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Hill.
I'm not sure if I mentioned it last meeting or not, but it's about that time.
Too soon.
Yes, well, I got to sort of let vendors know that the plan is still there. We'll probably start like we have in yesteryears in June, 1st of June. So the farmer's market is just around the corner. I know it's going to be 70 degrees tomorrow, and that's a little falsehood there, because it's not going to be that nice. This weekend's going to be back in the mid-30s, but keep in mind, vendors, if you're out there, the farmer's market will be starting in the month of June, so keep it in mind.
Very good.
That's it for me.
All right, thanks, Commissioner. Commissioner Meeks.
I have nothing, Your Honor.
Very good. I have nothing. I would seek a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we adjourn until Tuesday evening, March 3rd, 2026 at 6 p.m.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Meeks. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. We're adjourned until we meet again.